Good morning. It's time to rehearse. I travel a lot. In the past few days I've been in Dallas, Philadelphia today, Houston tomorrow, and I stay at a lot of hotels. I'm in a hotel now. This is like the inn at, name of this hotel, Lambertville Station Restaurant and Inn in Lambertville, Pennsylvania. I'm on the road about 125 or 150 days a year. That's 150 hotel nights, and I know a lot about hotels. And today I want to share with you a couple of text messages I got on my phone from a hotel, but not this hotel. It's ugly in here. The lighting is bad. Let's go outside because it's really nice outside, and I'll tell you these text messages and what they have to do with the consumer experience. All right, let's go. All right, that's better. Okay, so we are in Lambertville, New Jersey, which is right across the river from New Hope, Pennsylvania, and it is a bucolic little town. It's a really nice place, and this is the Lambertville Station Inn and Restaurant. The restaurant's over there. This is a nice hotel, and I'm really enjoying my stay. But let me tell you about my experience in Toronto just a few days ago. I had checked in to the Toronto Hilton Airport Hotel for an event which I was speaking at, and we had a great time at the event. But shortly after I checked in, I got a text message from Vicky welcoming me to the hotel, which is really nice. Vicky was the woman who checked me in, and I thought this is a nice customer experience. The next morning, I got a text message from someone else at the hotel, and I want to read to you the exchange in this series of text messages. At 11:31 a.m., I got the following text message. Just checking in. How is your stay going so far? Feel free to reply back with a 1 through 10. 10 being excellent. Have a great day, Jazz. Now, more and more hotels are doing this kind of customer follow-up for feedback, and I responded with the following. Maybe a 6. By the way, it does have the question mark. Maybe a 6. And here's what Jazz says. Thank you for the rating. Was there anything else we could have done to earn a 10 for this stay? Now, I want you to keep in mind two things. One, I have not checked out yet, so I'm still at this hotel for another 2 days. And two, I'm staying at the Toronto Hilton Airport Hotel. There is nothing they could do to make this a 10. Literally nothing. Okay, that's not true. They could bring in a beach. They could build a bunch of restaurants right around the hotel instead of just a gas station next door. They could quiet the deafening noise of airplanes departing every 5 minutes from one of the busiest airports in the world. There are a few things I guess they could do to make it a 10. I did respond by saying that there's nothing they could do to make my stay a 10 because you're the Toronto Hilton Airport Hotel. And at that point, Jazz asked me to hold on for a second. It's a text message. A few seconds later, I get a text message from Miguel. And Miguel says, thank you for the rating. Is there anything we can do to help make your stay a 10? Now, I just got this question from Jazz, so I say, who's Miguel? And Miguel says he's the manager and invites me to come down to the hotel lobby. I respond with, why? Why do I need to come down to the hotel lobby? And I get no response from anyone else at the hotel that morning. Here's the thing. As a business, we need to have reasonable expectations for our customer and client's experience. The Toronto Hilton Airport Hotel is never going to be a 10. It just is impossible to be a 10. This is closer to a 10 than the airport Hilton, and it has nothing to do with the hotel itself. And two, we need to be very careful with the kinds of interactions we invite our consumers and clients to have with us. Instead of asking me to rate the hotel on a scale of 1 to 10, isn't there a better way to interact with me, especially because I'm still at the hotel? Instead of asking me how to make it a 10, just work to make it a 10, even if that's impossible. Here's the second thing I think we all need to embrace in this age of automated marketing and customer and client interactions, chatbots and all of that stuff. After I checked out of the hotel, a day after I checked out and had already got on an airplane to fly somewhere else, I got a text message from Jazz again. And Jazz asked me the same question: could I rate the hotel experience on a scale of 1 to 10? And I responded to Jazz by saying, we had this conversation 2 days ago. There's nothing you can do to make it a 10. And weirdly enough, I got a response from Natasha. Who's Natasha? So I asked Natasha, what happened to Jazz? And Natasha told me that Jazz had pre-scheduled that text message and essentially that she has access to all of the text messages as well, and Jazz is off today. This is another teachable moment. Yes, we can automate all of these interactions with our customers and clients, but at the end of the day, the relationships you're building, especially in text messaging or email, are one-to-one relationships. My relationship with Vicky, who I checked in with, could have been maintained throughout my entire customer stay instead of passing me around to 4 total people at the hotel. If you want to build a great experience, make the experience personal. And even if you are going to automate some of the experience, make sure the experience is consistent. We can deliver much better customer experiences just by delivering great, consistent experiences with our customers and clients. And I don't mean consistent from interaction to interaction. I mean consistent with the people they're dealing with. I gotta get going. I gotta grab some coffee, and then I'm heading over to Heroic Public Speaking for some professional development time on my own. I'm investing in myself, which we'll talk about next week. And I hope to see you next time on The Loyalty Loop.